Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Hello and welcome once again to another quick shot review for Cheap Shot Entertainment. I am your host, the Reverend Luke Edwards, and this review is of a film that I thought I would never ever watch, and I'm torn between making it a review that says it's a horrible film for a review that says it's actually a very thought-provoking film, and it is a mixture of the two. It is Cannibal Holocaust. Cannibal Holocaust has nothing to do with the A-Team or indeed Silence of the Lambs. It is exactly what it says on the tin. We saw the uncut version, incidentally. It is available on Amazon Prime, and yeah, we saw all of the controversial things that went along with it. It pulls no punches. It is a video nasty of the highest order. You know, cruelty to animals and all that kind of stuff, and I think that's the thing that made me sort of question how I was watching it, but that's not a massive part of it. There's a few things that are really uneasy to watch. It does deal with a lot of things other than the animal stuff. I know people usually focus on that, and I don't know why they haven't focused on the other stuff, because the other stuff's horrible as well. But it is, like I say, it was released in 1980, it was banned for 25 years. Ruggero Deodato, who was the director, actually got sent to court. He was in court in Italy for murder. So he had to ask the actors to come out and sort of defend him. So I mean, the whole story behind the film is probably more interesting than the actual film, to be honest. It's not scary at all. It just is very thought-provoking, and it made me feel genuine emotions, and it's not something that happens a lot with me in films. I'm very desensitized. Like I say, I love my horror movies. But this one felt more real than most because of all the things that they did. And Gianfranco Clerici wrote the script. It got a 5.9 on IMDb. I'm reading down the user reviews. I'm not quite sure how they worked that out, because they were 9s and 10s. I wouldn't quite put it at that level, but it was certain. I don't think I'll ever watch it again. So I just won't watch it again. It's not one of those films that I'll watch. Green Inferno, on the other hand, obviously an Eli Roth sort of reimagining of this film, I would watch again. I really enjoyed that film. It wasn't quite as full on as this, and you knew it was actors doing overhyped things. So the official description is: during a rescue mission into the Amazon rainforest, a professor that stumbles across lost film shot by a documentary film crew. That film crew, what happened to them? If you want to watch the film, go and watch the film. But I think everybody can pretty much guess what happened to those documentary film makers. Very highly praised throughout the film until you saw the extra footage, and that's perhaps the most disturbing part of this film, is the extra footage. The cannibal stuff, standard, but the extra footage is disturbing. So if you're going to go and watch this, make sure that you're not weak of stomach, because it is difficult. It's a very difficult watch. I mean, it doesn't pull any punches at all. You've got Robert German as Professor Harold Monroe, the professor who is tasked with going and finding the documentary film crew. Francesca Chiardi plays Faye Daniels. Perkinen plays Jack Anders. Luke Berberaci plays Mark Tomaso. Lots of really weird names. Carl Gabriel New York plays Alan Yates. So Alan, Mark, Jack and Faye are the documentary film crew, and the professor goes to find them. He finds the footage about halfway through the film through a really weird means, actually. I mean, it's not like the Blair Witch Project where it just sort of turned up under a rock. They had to do genuinely nasty things in order to get the film footage back and look at it and see what happened to this documentary film crew. I've not given this movie a rating, so I can't really pluck anything out of my head, because I just genuinely want to. It's not something I'm going to stop thinking about, but I just want to put it out of my head for now, because like I say, I found it very difficult to watch. But ultimately, like I say, I found it's very much a political, it's a satire on modern society, comparing modern society to non-modern society, to savages as they call them. But as you go through the film, you start asking yourself, who are the real savages here? Because the savages do things that the sophisticated society do as well, and yeah, it's like, who are the real animals here? I mean, the modern society, the sophisticated society, is carrying around guns. The savage society, as they call them, carrying around spears. Who wins in the end? You know, quoting Jeff Goldblum, nature will find a way, and they certainly did. And I was not sorry to see any of these characters pass on, shall we say. So maybe that's what the director was going for, so we didn't feel anything for, I mean, you've got to call them antagonists, because I won't spoil it, but yes, it will make you question the modern society. It will make you question the society of excess. It will make you question who are the savages and who are the civilized, because genuinely these people are horrible. It made it a really difficult watch, and I say genuinely felt real emotions. I lost sleep, had a very vivid dream. It was nothing to do with the film, but I don't usually dream, so it must have done something to me where it made me think. So yeah, like I say, very difficult to watch. If you're a horror fan, I'd recommend watching it once at least, just to say you've watched it. Like I say, it is on Amazon Prime, so it is available for you to watch. Watch it with a friend, because it's also you know, you can have a laugh at some of the things. The music, pew pew, is very 80s synth, porno mustaches and all that kind of stuff. But you can't laugh at too much of it, because it is quite a serious film. It really is, because I've never spoken this long about film before. I'm trying to get my thoughts out on it, and it's, yeah, really difficult one. Have you seen Cannibal Holocaust? You like it, you don't like it, tell us why. Leave us in the comments down below. Join us on social media, and if you would be so kind as to join the Cheap Shot Nation by clicking that subscribe button and hitting that notification bell to know when we upload new content to the channel, that would be awesome. I can't really say anything more about this film without giving anything away. I think people know about the film by now. It's very much in its own bubble. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. I've been your host, the Reverend Luke Edwards, and you have been the Cheap Shot Nation. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.
Hiya!